So I'm acting Staff Sergeant Colleen Bowers, and it's spelled B-O-W-E-R-S. Following further investigation by the Calgary Police Service Child Abuse Unit, additional charges have been laid against a man who allegedly sexually assaulted vulnerable victims. The investigation began in early January 2017 when a 17-year-old male came forward to report that he had been sexually assaulted. Police believe that the accused identified the youth as vulnerable and offered him drugs. The teen accepted what he thought was crystal meth, but it is also believed he was given GHB to incapacitate him before he was sexually assaulted. During the ongoing investigation on Sunday, March 12, 2017, a second victim, a 19-year-old male, went to the suspect's home in the 1000 block of 16th Avenue Southwest. The man exited his apartment and allegedly chased the teen down a hallway with a large knife. The man was arrested and the teen was unharmed. On Monday, March 13, 2017, the man was charged in relation to the sexual assault on the 17-year-old victim and assault with a weapon of the 19-year-old victim. The investigation continued, and with a third victim, a 17-year-old male, came forward on Wednesday, May 31, 2017. The third victim alleges he was sexually assaulted and forcibly confined in the man's apartment in late 2016. In addition to allegations by the third victim, search warrants were executed at the man's apartment following his initial arrest. Subsequent evidence was gathered and analyzed. As a result, Robert Adair Wortman, age 62, faces additional charges of trafficking of substance, making child pornography, distribute child pornography, possessing child pornography, accessing child pornography, luring, sexual assault, forcible confinement, and sexual exploitation. He will next appear in court Thursday, July 6, 2017. For more information about how to recognize signs of child abuse, please visit the Sheldon Kennedy Child Advocacy Center website. Anyone who may have information about this case is asked to call Detective Spence at 403-428-5457. Anyone who believes they've been a victim of sexual assault is asked to contact the Calgary Police Service at 403-266-1234. And I'll put it to you for questions.
Is this in relation to Operation Icebreaker, these charges?
No.
I guess perhaps if you could just kind of talk a little bit about, the critical importance of people coming forward and how important that's obviously a big role in this.
Yeah, it's always difficult for victims to come forward. They need to be ready. We do ask when they are ready to come forward to please come and notify us. We have Crime Stoppers, we have 266-1234, whatever means you can find to please come to police.
Have you guys identified any potential for other victims given that you've charged him with creating child pornography?
We are continuing an investigation to determine if there are any more any more victims. Yeah.
Do you know if these particular, the child pornography, I don't know if you can comment much on it, but what you found, is this believed to be the people that he's been confining and assaulting, or is it different?
With child pornography charges, we don't have to name a victim according to the criminal code. So it's a general charge that child pornography was found.
Do you know how long it's been going on for?
I'm afraid I don't have a timeline on that. Yeah.
You've charged him with creating child pornography, though, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So I think what Colleen was getting at was if he's been charged with creating child pornography, did he create it with the people who he is alleged to have been assaulted in these charges, or with someone else, in which case it would seem clear there are other victims?
Right. Sorry, I missed that. That's what you were trying to get at there. I'm not in a position, because it's an ongoing investigation, to be able to tell you who the victims are, and because of the criminal code and to protect the victims, I'm afraid I can't provide that information.
I'm not asking you to tell me who the victims are, but are they the same unnamed victims as these charges currently relate to, or are they other victims?
And because it's an ongoing investigation, I'm afraid I can't say.
I mean, I know we've done the previous, the original charges. I'm pretty sure police kind of talk generally about how you describe how disturbing, you know, these charges are, these allegations, and so I'll kind of ask it again, especially to Kevin's question about creating child pornography. How do you describe these types of accusations, these charges?
You know, I've been in the child abuse unit 5 years, and it continues to amaze me that this still happens. And the children are an ultimate victim, and I think people agree with that. When they're continually victimized, we obviously do everything we can in our power to try and locate who these children are. It is upsetting, and we have to trust the investigations will bring forward what we need to charge the people that are involved in creating and distributing child pornography.
Do you have any idea how the accused was communicating with the youth prior to them attending his residence?
I don't have specifics of how he was communicating. I can say that he would use various means to communicate.
Was he using his position at the Calgary Homeless Foundation at the time to create these relationships?
I don't have any information to indicate that he would have been.
So is it safe to say he was using like online and just approaching them in the street, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, looking at the charges, electronics would have been involved. So yeah, he used we believe he used various means to reach out and locate his victims. Yeah, there isn't any one specific one.
Any sense of how many victims? Are we talking potentially one more?
Yeah, that's really difficult to determine. It is like we continue to try to see if there are any more victims, and we do encourage anyone that has been a victim of crime to please contact us.
And has he been cooperating?
No, at different levels, but I would say no.
So when you say the victims, you describe them as vulnerable youth, were they homeless?
I wouldn't be able to say that specifically they were homeless. They're youth that probably face homelessness and have a variety of different issues surrounding them that have caused them to be vulnerable. It could range anywhere from homelessness to, I'm not saying specifically these victims, but if we're talking in general for vulnerable youth, homelessness, they may have been victimized by someone that cares for them. They've been somewhere maybe let down by the system. They may have addiction issues. They're just trying to get by day to day, basically.
Yeah, that kind of ties back to a previous question about how he was meeting these people, because obviously evidence was presented at his initial bail hearing that resulted in a condition that said he couldn't go near a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Can we infer from that at least in the first charges, you believe that he met those people through homeless shelters or through his work with the Homeless Foundation?
I think it would be fair to infer that he knows how to access vulnerable youth, and he knows where to he likely has a good idea where to go.
Could there be more charges laid against him? I mean, so he's been charged with creating child pornography, but as you go around, as you maybe manage to identify some of the victims, could he be charged for each of the victims that he's sort of involved in the child pornography too?
Yeah, as the investigation goes on, there certainly is always potential that we may have more charges come forward. It depends on evidence that may come forward in the future.
We don't see any charges in relation to the drugs and the potential drugging of one of the victims.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that something that, because of the sexual assault charges, and why is that? Yeah.
So are you just asking why there isn't specifically a charge? So we have the trafficking of a substance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do have a trafficking charge. No, that's fine. I just want to clarify that I understood your question, that's all. Yeah.
You just don't have a charge of administering a noxious substance, which implies that the person that took it of their own volition, right? Even though it was given to them illegally.
I'm saying we don't have evidence of that. Yeah.
Anything else? No?
Okay, thank you everyone for your time.